We're not talking about people who use the wrong emojis here, but there's a case to be made about some of you not being as cool as you think you are. So let's put it to the test and see how many of these you tick off. Here are 15 signs you're not cool. Welcome to Alux. First up, you brag about how cool you are. Pretty obvious, this one. Being cool is about the subtle perception of coolness. Once you demand it, it goes away. Coolness is not about telling everyone how cool you are, but showing them how cool you can make them feel. The harder you try, the less cool you'll be. You act famous, but you lack the thing worthy of fame. Yeah, your 12,000 fake Instagram followers disagree with you. Even if they were real, what's the cool thing about you that is worthy of this admiration? Car crashes attract the most attention from pedestrians, so don't get it confused. Fame is not a validator of value. Celebrity is not a validator of value. What you really want is a solid reputation. Every door opens to a person with a good reputation. When the online doesn't reflect the real life. Fake people are intrinsically not cool. Nothing that doesn't hold up to the advertisement is ever cool. So be like a fridge. The interior, the contents, are what's more important than the exterior. We've gotten so used to spending time online that people are confusing it with real life. That's the metaverse. You're trying to portray something you're not. The problem is, you're creating this persona that you now have to live up to this imaginary lifestyle you can't afford. So when people meet you in real life, you're nothing but a disappointment. Definitely not cool. When you talk about how many sexual partners you've had. Why do some people still act like they're in high school? We're all happy for you and we want to move on with the discussion, so unless we ask any follow-up questions, we're all good on the info. We don't need the visuals or reenactments of it all at our niece's bat mitzvah. Also, at some point, the focus on quantity somehow makes it seem like the quality might be low, for high-quality partners aren't so widely available, so you might want to get yourself checked out. When you think being dumb is cool. Because we were bored as a human race at some point, we decided to make stupid people famous so that we could all laugh at them collectively. All of the attention that we've given them brought the opportunity to get rich fast off the fame. Once riches entered the mix, some of the jokes went away, and now we all have stupid people with a lot of money, and we all know how desirable money is. True coolness comes from depth, and not the kind these ladies are selling. And we've already made a video about what makes you cool, so you can check that out by clicking in the top right corner. Fortunately, there's a way you can build up. Kim Kardashian rose out of the same kind of soil, and she's managed to make quite some progress ever since. Now it's up to you guys to figure out if she was able to outgrow her past, or if she's always carrying that with her. Let us know in the comments. You ask people questions instead of Googling it yourself. It's the same with people who ask others to do all the heavy lifting for them. The world has answered every question there is. All you have to do is to put it into action. Some of the highest paying jobs in the world are just glorified Google searchers. Ask any high-level programmer and you know, that's like 80% of their job and they're proud of it. If you need too much hand-holding, you're a child, so grow up. Putting other people down and making fun at their expense. Bullying has never been cool, and it will never be cool. If you're so smart and cool, why can't you be funny without putting other people down? If we take away that single element, are you still funny? What's left of the person who you really are? Instead of investing time there, focus on building charisma and humor in a way where everybody's in on the joke. When you're lazy and uncreative. You've seen people who are slobs. They never do anything. They don't have any passions. They don't have talent. Nothing. Lazy is not only unattractive, but it's damaging to the people around you. Spend too much time around people who are absolutely lazy, and now you think 20% of your effort is still enough because they've readjusted your threshold very low. You only realize their impact once you zoom out. That's why the smartest kid in the dumb class never makes the leap in real life. They've been anchored too much. And speaking of smarts, you brag about your IQ. If you mention your IQ in public, you're automatically not cool. If you're so smart, why are you arguing instead of solving the problem at hand? If you're so smart, why haven't you figured out how to fix your finances? If you're so smart, how come you still don't know what makes you genuinely happy? If you're so smart, why are you surrounded by, in your words, dumb people? Birds of a feather flock together, my friend, and you're out there in a crowd. And speaking of know-it-alls, when you think you've got all the answers. People who aren't able to change their position on things based on new information are totally not cool. You care more about being right than you care about growth, and that sucks for both you and the people talking to you. The problem with thinking you know everything is it limits your ability to expand. What if there was an app out there where the most interesting people in the world, the ones who've lived interesting lives, shared the most valuable and practical things that they've learned with you? It would be amazing, right? Well, we built that app, and you can get it at Alux.com/app. It's one of the most fascinating products to ever be created, and we're so proud it's our baby. Go ahead and try it out. It's free to download and test run it with a free trial. But hey, some of you don't need growth, right? Who needs an app specifically designed to elevate the key aspects of your life when you already know everything there is to know about life? Am I right? Look, don't be that person, okay? Get the app and watch it help you to make real progress. You look out of place. We get it, okay? Everyone has their own personal style, but sometimes it's about showing the other person that you've actually made an effort. So don't wear your jean shorts to your cousin's wedding, okay? It's the same with the guys who try too hard and it always backfires. This is literally you matching your shoes to your car. There's an elegance to understanding life, understanding where you are, the expectations of what's about to happen. If we're honest, forget leisure wear, okay? It might be time to bring back the suit for the gentleman. You use excessive foul language when you don't have to. Swear words are there to put an exclamation point on the conversation. But if all you do is add exclamations after every 2 to 3 words, it's getting kinda hard to take you seriously. It also showcases your inability to communicate effectively. Your arguments don't read as being well put together because of your lack of eloquence in your speech, so you fill them up with swear words. At some point, it's almost ridiculous watching someone talk this way. It's the same with people who say the word "like" a lot. Being so competitive, nobody has fun playing with you. This is about those people who miss the forest because of the trees. You forget what the purpose of the game is. By winning the game at the expense of everyone having fun, you actually lost the bigger social game that was being played. The goal of games is for people to want to play with you again, for them to have fun playing. Competition is good as it draws out the best in people, but be careful not to be competitive when competition isn't the purpose. If people are having fun playing with you, they'll relate to you and they'll want to invite you to play with them and others. Hyper-competitive people are always lonely. They think of themselves as lone wolves when they're actually just bad team players. When you don't know when to shut up. There are some key moments in time when shutting up leads to dramatically better outcomes for yourself in life. And no, okay, we're not talking about the obvious one like snitching on yourself to the cops. Sometimes it's about not hurting someone you care about through your words because you still value the relationship. It's the same as with the competitive aspect. Some people lose relationships because they care more about being right than they do about keeping the relationship alive. Young people think you're not cool. In the words of canceled and uncanceled rapper Ye, listen to the kids, bro. Basically, coolness is something every generation judges very differently. If the new ones give you the stamp of approval, you've transcended beyond your peers. If you look at young people and simply don't understand what's happening, well, we're sorry to say this, but you might be too old and too uncool to get it. So be honest, how many of these did you actually identify with? Let us know in the comments. And as for those of you still watching, we saved a secret bonus for the end. Being cool means being in control of your life. Have you ever noticed how some people are like James Bond, suave, well put together, always ready, and seem like they have everything under control? Well, that's an individual that you should aspire to be like. The closer you get to that, the fewer regrets you'll have in life. Regrets are the result of unfulfilled outcomes through a lack of action, meaning the outcome would have been different if you just acted instead of letting it pass you by. The goal is to go through your life proud of the life that you lived, and the only way to do that is on your terms, and that, my friend, will always be cool. If you've made a decision to live life without regret, write the words "no regrets" in the comments. Let's see how many of you are actually cool enough to watch these videos until the very end.